Today I'd like to share with you on Soong or loose. Many of us thinking Soong is everything, like when you talk about internal martial arts or healing, and they are talking about, oh, Soong, when you Soong, you can do everything, magic and miracles. Well, seriously, Soong is the most 1/3 of the requirement which is need to get to enter into the duo or to the first stage or the beginner stage or beginner level. It's only 1/3 or even less. Okay. So the full picture is you need three things: Soong, Jing, 自然, meaning Soong is loose, Jing is quiet, and the third one is nature. You need these three in order to enter into the duo to start the first beginning steps. Without that, it is hopeless. So it's not just Soong. Okay? Now let me elaborate to you what happened here. Soong or Soong loose is referred to the physical looseness. Okay, looseness. Meaning you loose up your physical. However, there's a prerequisite of the Soong. It is open up your body. If the body is not open up, it is very unlikely to be Soong. So in Chinese, you talk about Soong, you actually talk about Soong Zhan. Zhan is 展开, open up. Okay? So it's not just Soong, it's Soong Zhan. So what do I mean by open up? Well, for usual thing, normal thing, it's like open up your feet bowl, to carving to the ground, open up this hip, open up the shoulder, open up every joint of the spine, open up all the joints. So if you want to think about it, like for example, if the body is a 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, this is the 4-wheel. The spine is the axis of the 4-wheel drive SUV. So all of this has to open up so it be able to run in 60 miles, 70 miles per hour. Okay. It needs a special process to open up those parts. It is not just like, oh yeah, I do this thing, Soong, and then you Soong. If you don't believe me, you look at those people who do Zhan Zhuang and do Tai Chi or other internal art. If they do not open up all these joints and all this 4-wheel drive, okay, and the axis or the transmissions of the car, analogy to that, they can practice for a whole life going nowhere. They will just mimic with their hand about loose, but their body do not free up, open up, loose up. It doesn't do that. So in Yi Kam Kin Kwit, we call this 通关, open up the gate. Okay? This is very important. Okay? And it needs special training. Otherwise, you can sit standing in standing pose or e.g. Kamehameha's way, expect that to be Soong. Forget about it. There is a technology prerequisite to Soong, which is called open up. Okay? So this have to be watch out for the Soong or the loose. The second, the Jing. Jing meaning quiet. Quiet what? Quiet the mind. The mind has to be in a peaceful and stable state. As we know, the mind has 4 functions: thinking, visualizations, intent, and aware. One need to get into the awareness, drop the first three functions, and stable there. So it's crystal clear and peaceful. Okay, so it's like the water, the surface of a calm lake where it can see everything like a mirror. Okay, so you need that. Otherwise, your nerve system in your body, it is in a tensing or different type of situations, and you cannot afford that if you really want to practice internal art. So the body has to be opened up first, and then you practice to loosening up. The mind has to be quiet down in a peaceful awareness, or in the Buddhism is in the samadhi state. Of course, samadhi have different level, but at least you have to have the taste of it first. Okay, the very beginner level. Okay, and then you talk about 自然, nature. So what does that mean? Nature means your breathing has to be smooth. So breathing has three types of breathing usually. One, it is the chest breathing. Second is a lower abs breathing. The third is the whole body breathing. Every pore, everything breathe. Okay? No stop breathing, no prolonged breathing, no shortened breathing. Inhale, exhale, all come in a harmonious and a nature way. Okay? And the nature or 自然 also apply to the qi meridian, the flow of it. You need to follow the flow of it. Okay? So there's nature. So you see, the first level is open up, loose up, quiet down, and then nature in the breathing, nature in qi flow. And if you notice, this three things actually is the 4 layer in the 6 core element we talk about. The physical, the mind, the breathing, and the qi 4 layer. If you cannot handle this, there's no way you can get into the first level of the internal cultivations. Why? If your body is not sewn up, not open up, not loose up, your mind is not quiet down, your breathing is not nature down, your channel, your meridian is not going to open up. Not to mention there's even stagnation that usually we have. So people saying, oh yeah, I can use my yi to control the qi. Well, good luck. When one stands in the Zhanzhuang, in the serious way, in the real cultivation way, especially for the healing, people want to use it for healing. The body has to be opened up, loose, the mind quiet down, peaceful in the samadhi state. The breathing is nature, whole body breathing, and then one can feel the channel open up. Okay? At that state, what people will feel is the whole body is so lightweight, like a feather, or levitate. And this is just the first level. And on the top level, like in the Buddhist, there's 4 types of dhyana. In Chinese called 四禅八定, 四禅初禅, 二禅, 三禅, 四禅. Before the 初禅, there's a first dhyana, there's a pre-dhyana. Even at that time, the whole body feels like it's no longer there. So light. So that is, and when people talk about the small, the microcosmic and those kind of stuff, it is based on this, that the qi is the energy is developed so strong and the circulation is so good that the whole body feels like it is no longer something solid, but it is a very vast, this is empty. Okay. So in Chinese we call 忘身, meaning you forget about your body. That is the beginning state. Before that, seriously, it's monkey business. Okay? So again, you see there's the four elements. The first four elements of the sixth core element is there. Okay? Physical, the mind, the breathing, and the qi. You need to deal with it one by one. Otherwise, there's no way to do that. And especially for the people who like to use qigong or internal art for healing, one need to enter into that state. After one enter into that state, this is only the first. The qigong will take effective. But still, depend on the sickness. If the sickness is more deeper than this kung fu, then the level of this attainment has to be go higher in order to make the correction or reverse it, or maybe reverse it. It is not that you just believe on something woo-woo and everything will get done. No, it is very scientific. You need to get to the level in order to correct or reverse something. Now, you see, I didn't even talk about qi flow, jing, force flow, right? I didn't even talk about force flow. So did Soong guarantee have force flow? Of course no. Force flow have different types of training. The loose, quiet, and nature is actually the base of, or the fundamental of foundations, the base of handling this force flow, action, reaction, force. So if one have enter the door into this loose, quiet, and nature, the handling of the force flow is better than those who have never gone there or just simply Soong. But the guy, even if they have entered this door, if they never been trained or know the process how to develop the central axis and the force flow, they don't know it. So this is the reality of the internal art cultivation or development. It's not just Soong. Now you look around, people claim their internal art and qigong, everything, and healing and so forth. Who really got it, or just talk? Okay. So I'd like to share with you today. It's just not just Soong. Even before Soong, there's an open up. There's always has to be Soong Jing Zhiran. That's the basic. And the prerequisite is open up. Okay? Without that, it is hopeless. Or sure, you can have a better if you are Soong, but they're just very limited. Okay? So this is to share with you today, and so you know, this is about education. In the ancient time, Sifu will not teach you that unless you married his daughter, or so forth, or pay $10,000 for that. But now this is about education. We don't want to screw people. Soong cannot do the job. Soong itself cannot do the job. It has to be more than that. It has to be Soong Jing Zhiran. Know how to open up the body, and if you want to handle the Jing flow or the force flow, you have special process for that, special training for that. If the Sifu doesn't have it, and you just say Soong everything, you can't get there, because it doesn't make sense. Okay?